Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions versus Aaron Rodgers and the Atlanta Falcons.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Now, this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here. And under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. In season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Gone. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Yeah, he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 17 carries, 97 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now it's Goff. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to the ground now, it's Henry. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Lions at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Henry up the middle. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
On first down, Rodgers. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Here's 3rd and a few inches. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Rodgers' throw going into the hands of Williams. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They'll run for it with Pacheco. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Ertz over the middle. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Henry is in for a Lions touchdown. So that now 6 touchdowns for him on the ground here so far this year, Charles. And it's week 3. What kind of a season might he be embarking on?
Well, we both know it helps to have fresh legs early. And they're going to ride him a lot as this year goes on. But one other thing to keep in mind, as you keep having success, you actually have built up some momentum. Your body responds to that as well. So I see no reason for this to slow down anytime soon.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Rodgers to throw. It's complete to Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. Justin Jefferson, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. The Jags locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. A touchdown pass there for Derek Carr. In the first half, it was the veteran quarterback Jared Goff who had command of the offense. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And some room to roam now. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at 45. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw into the hands of Lockett. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Henry running right. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Henry again on 2nd down. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 31. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the air now with Goff. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
This is caught. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Lions will take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Now a handoff to Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
We have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Rodgers to throw on second down.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And again, it's Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
CeeDee Lamb.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Goff's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A first down carry for Henry.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 22.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Goff going to throw it. Wide open receiver complete.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Now Goff. Touchdown! Zach Ertz from a yard out.
And the Lions are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Rodgers. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Desmond King picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Rodgers now on first down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Detroit, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on